In this video, you're going to learn how to slay Riff by Mighty Riff. Surprise, You're Dead by Faith No More. This double time triplet feel, adding a sense of urgency. So this double time triplet feel is really, we have 4 main beats as the pulse, and each one of those beats is divided into 3. Okay, so 4 triplets per measure. Here it is, nice and slow. In order to get this riff, we need to incorporate a technique called string raking. String raking is when we use one finger to play more than one string. So I'm just going to play the open, A and E strings with my first finger, and it would go. That's string raking. We can do it with any of our fingers. And where I suggest starting is to see which finger you're more comfortable with raking. And then try to use that finger every time we need to do string raking between the 2 strings, okay? So with this riff, I feel a little stronger with my first finger, so I'm going to try to use my first finger every time I need to rake. So right out of the gate, it's a string rake. We go 2 open, then 1, then it's 3-2, then rake. So every time I raked, it was with my first finger. Check it out. Then jump up to the 2nd fret D string, and then I hop over and use my first finger again. So here's the second half of the riff. It's essentially the same thing, and it's going to end like this. So that's low string, 3-5-5, 3rd string, 3-5-5. Low string, 5-7-7, 3rd string, 5-6-6-7. And then we got to think of this 7 as the start of the repeat of the riff, okay? So here's the second half played into the first half. Such a cool riff and so much fun to play. Here's riff number 2, nice and slow. So once again, we're incorporating string raking. We're going the root note, 7th fret on the 3rd string, then rake to the open low string, and we play the syncopated rhythm. Then we go to 8, 5, 7, and there's low strings in between each one of the notes. So it's So on this one, we're switching our raking finger back and forth because it's syncopated and it's not evenly spaced out. So it's So the hardest part of riff number 2 is getting there from riff number 1. It is a complete change in feel, change in time signature, and just this huge contrast between the two sections. And we really need to have both of these riffs down to even have a chance, because we are cruising. This song is really quick, really aggressive, and doesn't wait for anyone. Here's riff number 3, nice and slow. So more picking hand madness. We are using the gallop. I'm going with 3 fingers. I think that's what Bob Gould, I mean, he has to be doing this. It's so fast. The first time we come in, it's 4 gallops. So it's, then it's 3, 2, 5, 4 on the 2nd string. Then 3 gallops. 3, 2, 5, 4, 7, 6. Then we go into the first part. This time we use 3 gallops. So such a cool riff. Another layer of contrast, complexity, and surprise. Here it is, up to speed. So here's riff number 4, nice and slow. I'm just going to play through it, download the tab to really dive into it. It goes like this. And here it is, up to speed. So there's a ton of picking hand work in this one, and essential techniques that will have to be built up in order to get this one. I had to build up a few of these techniques in order to get this one too. But that's all part of the process and all part of the fun. So keep going, and we'll see you in the next video. And if you'd like to get the most out of this video, check out the Patreon community. There is a bass boosted playthrough synced with the tab and the song. There's a custom Helix tone patch to sound just like Bill Gould, and all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out.